Hello and welcome to Iridium Rock and Metal Reviews. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to rank the songs of Alter Bridge, but I'm going to do it with my mate Kev. So I said to Kev that we've got to get, well in fact we started with 10 songs.
Yeah.
And that was impossible. So I think we both had over 20 songs and we had to whittle it down to 15 in the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 15 to 1. I don't know his list, he doesn't know my list. So we're going to go Kev first, is that all right?
Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
We go from 15 to 1 like I said. Might talk a little bit about the songs, but remember we've got 30 songs to talk about. So, Kev, you're number 15.
Okay, so my number 15 is The Uninvited off of Fortress. I thought that one might surprise you.
Yeah, I do like it. So tell you what I don't like about it.
Go on.
I mean, I'm not sure if I've said about this before. I've said it to you. But I can feel Miles Kennedy's slight Axl type thing he started doing at that stage, where he was playing with the Slash, Slash band. And he started to do that a little bit on this song. But I do like the song.
Yeah, I really like the guitar riff and the way
it's heavy, isn't it?
It's heavy. The drum, I like the way the drums come into it, and it all just. I can see why. I don't recall them doing it live.
No,
and I think because it's one of it's quite technical.
It is, and it's a bit of a progressive, what they call progressive music, because there's a little bit odd timing in it. It's not, a usual Alter Bridge song.
Yeah, you can imagine if they tried to play it live, it'd be
yeah,
quite a difficult one. But anyway, moving on to your number 15.
My number 15 is Godspeed of Walk the Sky.
Oh, weren't expecting that.
So yeah, I mean, if anyone's seen my Alter Bridge ranking the albums, they'll know that the last couple of albums became quite low on the list, the lowest on the list. And it's sort of, my list sort of confirms that in a way, if you know what I mean. There's more songs off of the... But Walk the Sky, I like it because...
I really like the album.
Yeah. I really like the album. It's not... I don't think it's right there at the top for me, but in this song, I think they introduced keyboards, obviously, in this album, didn't they?
Yeah.
And everyone... I thought it was a good idea. It gave the band a different sound. But I'm an 80s freak as well. So that beginning bit where that comes into it, it's just 80s all over for me. And it's a really cool sounding song as well. So that's my number 15. 14.
Right, 14. Sorry, I'm going to have to keep unlocking my phone for this. My number 14 is All Hope Is Gone off of AB3.
Yeah.
And this is one, to be honest, that was in and out of the list quite a lot. But I really like I don't know what it is about the intro to this song.
Pirate song.
It's like the pirate song.
Yeah.
And it almost feels like you could do this to the intro.
Yeah. They actually introduced it as a pirate song in the Wembley.
Did
when
they?
We went to see him. Yeah, they said it sounds, someone said it to them, it sounds like a pirate song.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was on my list.
And now it's not.
And now it's not.
Yeah, it's one of them songs that, because that album's 10 years old now, this year, came out in 2010.
Alter Bridge 3, brilliant.
And for me, it's just one of those songs that I've always consistently liked. So that's my number 14.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Well, my number 14, and this will probably surprise you, I reckon this might come in your list, but a lot higher up, and that's Come to Life.
I'm not going to do that every time.
So this was off Blackbird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
I knew you liked this one.
Yeah, I mean, this was probably one of the songs that was one of the main ones I played for a long time when it first came out. It was probably the go-to song from Blackbird.
Yeah.
Really heavy. I think it showed after the first album that they were going to do something heavier, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it was always I think it's still played live now, don't they?
Yeah, it was the intro song on the tour as well, wasn't it? I think. Yeah.
So, Come to Life, brilliant song. My number 14, though. I
thought it'd be a lot higher up than that.
Yeah, all right. We're at 30, number
right,
13.
this is the one that's going to shock you the most.
Would it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But my number 13 is actually Indoctrination off of the new album.
Yeah.
So I actually had it higher up than this originally. But when I heard the new album, this is the one song I kept coming back to all the time.
You know what? As we're talking about these songs off that album, off Walk the Sky, isn't there a lot of variation? I mean, I've spoken about Godspeed, haven't I?
I think I could have probably... Actually, no, I can't say it because I'm going to give it away. But we can talk about it after.
Yeah.
But this is the one song for me that I always come back to on that album. I love listening to this song. Quite a slow, simple intro. Maybe a little bit...
Lyrically as well, as far as I know,
Yeah.
he's in Turning Some Bird On, or talking about sex in some way. Or
It's just... And the chorus, it's just like... For me, it's just a really powerful song.
It's weird. The chorus is weird, you're right, but it sort of really lifts up when you don't expect it.
Yeah.
In the fire bit.
Yeah.
In the fire. It's really strange, a really weird chorus.
But about putting words in your head or something as well, isn't it? And I actually had to look up what it meant as well because I didn't know what it meant.
Is he like seducing someone?
I think it's something to do with, putting ideas in people's heads, like persuading them.
Oh, so it's not all about sex then?
Well, maybe that's just true. But and then when the chorus finishes as well, it then just sort of stops back down to that really slow.
Song.
Yeah, and
It is a brilliant song.
for me, probably my favourite song off of Walk the Sky.
And totally different as well. Totally different for all Bruce. Right. This is my number 13, isn't it? Coeur d'Alene.
Oh yeah,
Good song. 3. So this, I believe the song is about a river where one of them lives, or they
It's
all
about
live.
a lake. Yeah.
A lake.
Yeah.
Really heavy song in it. When them chords kick in at the beginning. Oh my God. And they played it live when we saw them at Wembley.
Yeah, remember that.
And I don't think they play it anymore. But it is really heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really heavy. That riff just got me, and I think because it means a lot to the band as well, I suppose. I think it's really cool.
Shows off his vocal talent as well. Not that he needs to do that really, but...
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right, we're at number 12. Your number 12.
Right, my number 12. My number 12 is The End Is Here.
Oh, that was on my list.
Now, to be honest, this probably wouldn't have been on my list if it wasn't for the Albert Hall gig. Because with that orchestra on this song, it's just unbelievable.
By the way, we were there, by the way.
Yeah, well, I know you mentioned, right at the front. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, that whole gig, the orchestra, the way they took them songs onto a completely different level for me.
And probably that song as well, because it's quite heavy.
Yeah, I think that was the one.
Yeah.
As it gets towards the end and all the orchestra kick in at the same time, it's unbelievable.
Definitely.
And I think that's, to be honest, that's what got this song on my list.
Bit of a funny one about that song actually is that I got introduced to this band by my brother, and he gave me a copy, or copied the CD. I know, sacrilege, I know, but he copied it for me. It's the first time I heard him, and he said, "Listen to this," and it was actually obviously downloaded or copied the wrong way round, and that was as far as I knew for
the intro.
Quite a while.
Ah.
The End Is Here was the first song on the album. It's actually Find the Real.
Yeah.
Find the Real. It
Yeah.
was the other way around.
Yeah.
And I thought, what a great song to start with, because it's got that really quiet bit.
Called The End Is Here.
It was only later on I realised it was the last song on the album, but what a great track. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're totally right there. Right, really, my number 12?
Yeah.
The Last Hero album, My Champion. Now, a lot of this was to do with, you probably know anyway, this was chosen for my dad's funeral, passed away about 4 years ago. And I've got to admit, I find it really hard sometimes to listen to this. Sometimes I can listen to it and sometimes I can't. And, I think it's just got one of those things for me. But it's probably the most melodic song easily off of The Last Hero as well. It's real catchy. I don't know, it's got something about it that, I don't know, it does upset me at the same time when I hear it. But
good song.
Sometimes I can hear it, sometimes I can't, but I absolutely love it. It's actually underrated. A lot of Waterbridge fans think it's really a lot of weak song from them. I love it. I absolutely love it. So that's my number 12.
Right, number 11. Oh, we're on 11 already.
Yeah.
Right.
We ain't got the same one yet.
Right, my number 11 is Wonderful Life off of AB3. Now, obviously there's a lot of slow ballads, I guess is the word, that Waterbridge have got. And for me, this is one that I couldn't leave out. It's always the one that I look forward to them playing live.
When they mellow out with the acoustics.
Yeah.
I must admit, I do love that part.
Yeah, and obviously it's quite strong lyrics as well. Obviously means a lot to them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a great song. Really like it.
It is, definitely. Right, I'm sort of slowing down a bit on this. My number 11 is Waters Rising of Fortress. Love the twists and turns in this. I love them sharing the vocals, obviously. When they play this live, it's so powerful. You know that bit that comes in near the end?
Yeah.
When it goes quiet?
Yeah.
And the song could be over, and then they come in with that mental riff. When you hear that live, whenever I've heard it live, I thought, I love Waters Rising. I think it's a real epic song. I know that's another favourite for fans, but it's a real epic song.
Yeah,
and they do epic so well, don't they? So
yeah,
that's my number 11.
Okay, excuse me. So my number 10, following on the epic lines, my number 10 is actually Fortress. So, as Lee's just said there, this definitely is in the what you call the epic category of Alter Bridge songs. Just a really powerful song, great song. Lost for words with it, really. Don't know what else to say about it. I
love it. That was another one where I was really toying with. I shouldn't really be telling you that, because now you know it's not on my list. But well, my number 10, not so epic, very melodic. I think it was a single, probably one of the most melodic, soaring songs, if you like. The chorus definitely. Ghost of Days Gone By off Alter Bridge 3.
Yeah.
So I'm loving this actually, because the list is very mixed up. There's some obvious songs, and probably Ghost of Days Gone By will go on most Alter Bridge fans' lists, I reckon. But I love it. I just love the way that chorus lifts. It's the most lifting chorus I think they've ever done. But I love Alter Bridge 3, the album as well. But Ghost of Days Gone By is my number 10. Number 9.
Right, number 9. Rise Today is my number 9. Now, this is one of the original songs, obviously, that not obviously, but one of the original songs that I heard from Alter Bridge, because didn't really sort of get into them until the Blackbird album. And I think it's one of the songs they've always played every time I've seen them live.
Yeah.
It's just...
it is like their anthem, isn't it? And I think it was really big for them as well, this one.
Yeah, I think, did they release it as a single? I think they did, didn't they?
Yeah. They've obviously never made it in America as big as they have.
No, which is surprising.
But that was a big song, and it always has been with the fans.
Yeah, so. Great song.
My number 9 is probably, it could be a surprise for you. Really heavy song. Bleed It Dry from Full. So I absolutely love this song, and this is one of the best guitar solos Mark Tremonti has ever done. I mean, he's done some brilliant solos, but this, it's a really slow bit, and then it really so melodic, and I think his One Day Remains solos were great, but apparently he changed the way he wrote solos after that. I only found this out a couple of weeks ago. He sort of wrote them rather than make them up as he's going along, and I think now you listen to that Bleed It Dry.
Heavy song.
It is.
Isn't it? Really heavy.
Then it's got the slower
from the start. Yeah,
it's brilliant. Yeah, that's my 9.
Okay. So my number 8, I think this is going to be another surprise for you. My number 8 is Twilight. Now, I've always loved this song. I remember when...
Your dad likes this one.
Does he?
Yeah, because I remember him... That's the cat, by the way. I remember him saying about this was a standout track for him as well.
Yeah, and it's a shame, really, because this is one that I don't think I've ever seen them play live.
No.
And I don't know why they never chose... Obviously, they can only choose so many songs, but...
That's a real melodic one, along the same lines as My Champion, I suppose. That more melodic side of them on... That's a really heavy album, actually, The Last Hero.
Yeah.
But I think there was a couple of really good melodic songs on there. That's a brilliant...
I love his voice on all the songs, but on the chorus, it's brilliant. Just one of them songs for me.
So my number 8 won't be a surprise for anyone probably watching this. Maybe not you as well, but it's In Loving Memory of One Day Remains. So I think when they did the slow songs, this was the thing that really turned my head with Alter Bridge. On that first album, those melodic, slow songs they did. And I know it's the most melodic album they've done. It's probably people compare them to Creed, don't they, and shit like that. But you know, there's probably elements of them on that first album. There was
yeah.
always going to be, and they've got heavier and heavier, haven't they?
Yeah.
But I think In Love in Memory, obviously the lyrics and everything, I think it's an ode to, and he written about Mark Tremonti's nan or something. He died.
Yeah.
And they do that so well when they do a song like that, a sad song. Love it. What?
Good choice. Right. So what are we on now? Seven. So my number 7 is You Will Be Remembered. Again, another slowed down.
This
melodic
could have been
ballad.
This could have been on One Day Remains.
It could have been
Easily.
Yeah. But again, for me, and I think what might have swayed my decision on this one, I recently saw they posted a video on Facebook with this song in the background, and it was all to do with the coronavirus, and it was concentrating on people on the front line over in the States, like the doctors and nurses and stuff like that. And I don't know, it just kind of, you know, you saw it in a different light.
I think the song was written for the armed forces, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe it was actually.
It was actually written for them.
Oh, it was.
But obviously, to be used for that is perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, and it just, I mean, it's a song I've always loved, but I think
it's for all the people that died in the wars. I think that's what it is.
when you're trying to pick 15 songs from a band that you like every single one, you kind of got to look for reasons to put them in there. But yeah, I think that it's a great song. I love it.
I'm surprised we haven't got the same song yet, but I've got a feeling we're going to definitely hit some same songs. My number 7 is probably an obvious one again. Isolation of All Bridge 3. So I remember, like, because Blackbird was such a good album, and I was thinking, you know, are they going to be able to top that album? I think this was the first single, and even it showed fucking some of Tremonti's influences of thrash in there, didn't it? As well.
Heavy.
And when that breaks down, and when he starts with that ding ding, I was like, this is going to be an amazing album. And I knew from that point, Isolation, obviously a crowd pleaser, isn't it?
It's a live favourite, that one.
Always play it near the end, and it always gets you going. So that's my number 7. Number 6.
All right, number 6 for me is Brand New Start off of Blackbird.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's no disappointing with any of these song choices, is there? Because you could have loads. But again, this is one for me that I heard right in the beginning that every time I hear it, you know, just love listening to it. And it's sort of the guitar solo around about halfway through, which really comes across well when they play live as well. It just kind of tones the song down a little bit, and it's Brand New Start was always going to be in there for me.
A lot of these songs were either on, you know, they're either there or they're very close. It's mad. Well, my number 6, I think I'm being a bit boring now because I'm choosing some obvious songs. It's Broken Wings. You know, this is a...
Have we chose the same song yet?
No.
We haven't, have we?
This is...
We're up more than halfway through.
Broken Wings, innit? I mean,
Great
when
song.
they play it, and they play it live, especially, and you just can't help it, can you? Sing along to this one. It is just it's one you want to hear, and if they left it off, it's a bit like, you know, I think this would be there for years to come, and it'd be a bit of a disappointment if they don't play it. You know what I mean? It's really catchy, like that, you know, all their songs are, but this one especially was a brilliant song. Number 5.
Right. My number 5 is Find the Real. Now.
Excellent.
So, where did we see them first? Was it Brixton?
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was about 2007, I reckon that was. But
I think Blackbird tour, whatever.
I think it was on that tour. I think they might have opened with this song, or it might have been this song, or maybe it was Come to Life and then this song. But again, it's one of them for me that comes across better live, and they get the crowd really involved with this song.
Yeah, I love it.
It's just, again, every song is a great song.
It really, I think, when I first heard this one, in them verses especially, really reminded me of Chris Cornell at points, Soundgarden, definite. Oh, brilliant. Well, he had a brilliant voice as well, didn't he? But excellent choice as always, Kev. Well, my number 5, Watch Over You.
Yeah.
These are becoming very obvious choices, but I don't know. I suppose it's where it's been with us for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're sort of weirdly probably seen as a newish band, aren't they? Because when you talk about old bands, we probably think of things like Iron Maiden and that, don't we? But They are, and they've been going years and years now.
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah, it must be nearly that, yeah.
But this one was near enough. It was on Blackbird, I know, but the one that carries on from the Wonderful Life live, and you know, obviously I don't know what version I prefer. I love it where they don't go heavy, but I don't know, the original, you can't always beat the original, can you? What a fantastic song. Another sad song.
It's good when they go from that song into Wonderful Life as well,
Yeah,
which
definitely.
they do occasionally on tour. So
Yeah. Right, your number
good choice.
4.
Good choice. Right. Right, so here we go, Lee. It's the first for us. My number 4 is Broken Wings,
Yeah.
which we've already discussed. So
Brilliant song, yeah. Good choice. I've got to say it's a good choice because I chose that one. Right, my number 4. Calm the Fire.
some of these are surprising, I have to say.
So, when we talk about epic, the beginning of this, weirdly enough, reminds me of Queen, Freddie Mercury. The way that weird sort of, especially when it really kicks in with Miles singing and some of his best vocals on the beginning there, and the way once it kicks in, the heaviness of it, and the guitar sound, and it is absolutely superb. Calm the Fire is outstanding song, I think, on Fortress.
Yeah, good choice. Very good choice.
Number 3 from Kev.
Right, my number 3 is Open Your Eyes. I had to have this song on there. There was no way I could not have this song on this list, and obviously it's very high up. Probably the one they always seem to finish with as well, don't they? A lot of crowd involvement in this one when they play it live. Again, it's off the Blackbird album, isn't it?
But one he chose?
Open Your Eyes.
No.
When
It's off One Day Remains.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so. It's a bit weird with One Day Remains, and I was saying to you earlier on that you sort of try and brush the album aside because you're thinking, like, you know, they've obviously Alter Bridge are brilliant and they've got better and all that, but you just forget how good that first album is and what the reason why
of course it's off the, sorry.
I think that was their first big video, wasn't it?
I was going to say the video, he looks so young in that video as well, doesn't he?
Definitely,
Looks like a different person, but
brilliant
for me, just a really powerful song. Just, really good.
I reckon my number 3 is going to be in your list.
Okay.
I reckon it will be in your top 3 or top 2. You're up to number 2, aren't you?
Yeah.
My number 3 is Words Darker Than Their Wings. Now, this just gives you chills. I love the song anyway on the AB3 album, obviously. But Kev mentioned earlier on about the Royal Albert Hall gig, and I think it probably would have been on my list, but I think that live performance in itself probably pushed it even higher on my list. If you're ever doubting Miles Kennedy, his voice, and when he done that scream at the end of work.
Did they say it was the first time they played this as well? Was it this one, or was it... there was a song they did at the Albert Hall where they said they'd never played it live.
It might have been that.
I think it might be that.
And there was a standing ovation. I'm not sure what it was we went on the second night.
Can't remember.
There was a standing ovation after this one. And no one wanted to sit down, did they? They couldn't even start. They couldn't carry on playing. It took ages. And, you know, if you, like I said, if you was ever doubting Miles Kennedy, and I've never doubted him, I just think he sometimes brings that Axl Rose type into his, he doesn't need to because he's such a great singer. And when he sang that note at the end there, I just thought, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, and that wasn't like at the beginning of the concert.
No, it's near the end.
When you can sing like that, amazing. We're up to your number 2. You've got to have that one in your number.
Right, this is going to surprise you. But my number 2 is actually Blackbird.
Yeah.
What is there you can't say about Blackbird? Absolutely. It's one of them songs that when you hear it live...
What we were saying earlier on, if they did leave this off.
Yeah, I mean, this is...
Sacrilege, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably their most famous song, right? Arguably. It's probably what they're best known for. It's like when you see this song live, it's almost like you sort of go off on a journey for like 10 minutes.
I love
You just absolutely fantastic song from start to finish. The guitaring, the vocals.
that chords when they come in for that especially the first chorus before he doesn't actually sing. He doesn't sing over the first chorus, is he? It's just a crunching guitar coming in before he starts singing, and it's so heavy. It's almost Sabbath. It's so heavy. It's so fucking heavy, and of course that guitar solo.
Did it get voted like one of the best guitar solos?
The best guitar solo of all time in Ultimate Guitar Magazine.
The best guitar solo.
And that was out of obviously how many every rock song you can think of. But yeah, when it switches over to Mark Tremonti's bit, even like the first bit with Miles Kennedy's playing is superb. But when it goes to Mark Tremonti and he hits that high note, it's brilliant. Like, oh my god, hair stand on the back of the neck every time.
I just as well. I'm just thinking about it now when they played at Wembley, and because he wrote it about his old guitar teacher or something, or
it's definitely a friend of the band,
and who by the time they played at Wembley had passed away, and I remember him saying something like, "I wish he could be here to see it." So obviously had quite a special meaning for the band as well. So
brilliant song,
yeah,
absolutely
epic.
Brilliant.
We'll put that one in the epic category.
Without a doubt. My number 2. Now this is going to be a surprise. Always been a favourite of mine. Show Me a Sign.
Yeah.
Of AB3. This is so underrated, this song. I think they played it once or twice when they first was touring with AB3 album, and they didn't play it again. And it is so good. I mean, it's sort of epic, but it's quite a short song as well. It just is fantastic, and this one gets me every time. It's like I've heard it yesterday. Do you know what I mean? I've played it so many times. Show Me a Sign. What a song!
Could have easily been on mine as well, to be honest.
This is it.
So I think we should do your number 1 first, because I think we know what this is going to be, don't we?
Yeah, it was your number 2.
No.
I was thinking I should be a bit different and put it as maybe not number 1, but I was just thinking of as a whole, when you think about all them years we've been listening to Alter Bridge and all the times we've seen them and all the times they played that song, I just thought it's got to be the number 1.
Yeah.
Obviously,
you're making me think I should have been number 1. I mean, it could have easily been number 1, easily. But my number 1 is actually Before Tomorrow Comes.
Yeah,
off of Blackbird. Now, I might have gone for a little bit of sentiment on this decision, but it was actually the very first song I heard of Alter Bridge.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Nice.
From your brother, actually. He used it on one of the films.
Oh my god.
As Over the Stills or something like that.
So my brother introduced us both to Alter Bridge.
Yeah. But yeah, nice one, Pete. Thanks for that. But yeah, for me, it's just always been that song that, you know, it's the first song I heard of them. As soon as I heard it, I think I actually said to you, what band is that with that song? And it just went from there, really, for me. And I think I'm pretty sure they always play this one live, and it's just one that I always love to hear. But I could have had Blackbird number 1. I could have had this one at number 2. My list will probably be different tomorrow.
It's like I said, really, when I did the Alter Bridge ranking of the albums, they just switch around. I nearly changed this one just as we was about to sit down. But I decided, what's the point? Because it could be this the next day. So
yeah,
there's no point. They're a great band. Absolutely great band.
Could have easily picked 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Or, so, there you go.
Right, that's anything else, Kev?
No, I don't think so.
Brilliant. That's our top 15 songs each then. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to subscribe, please press the red button, bottom right hand corner. Cheers.